I went from South Africa to Germany and joined a team full of 99 potential wonder kids. After that, half our team and the entire first team left, and then we took their place. So far, I have been crucial to this team's success, helping them go 2 months without losing or drawing a single game, having a perfect streak. But in this episode, that streak is in danger. Stick around to find out if we could save it or if we lost it. We're about to end off the month of August against Dortmund's second team. Despite these guys not being the Dortmund of the Bundesliga, they are still being monitored by the Dortmund scouts, so a good performance in this match definitely opens up a lot of opportunities. Heading into the match, everyone is buzzing, everyone is excited. We, as the young players, have had a good start to the season so far. We have not lost a single game. And personally, I'm feeling very blessed for the opportunities I've been given. I got this contract with Umbro. I did sign the contract last night. I am going to be wearing the Umbro Toco Pros. I am wearing the white versions. I'm not going to be getting paid at the end of this year. My payments only start taking effect when my contract with Umbro actually starts. But now we should be turning our attention into what's happening onto the field. We've had a strong start so far, but we were unable to score a goal ourselves, and if you don't score goals, you'll end up conceding a goal, and that's exactly what ended up happening for us. Unfortunately, Dortmund 2 did open the scoring, but we did not keep our heads down. It was still early on in the game. We still had a ton of time to get the equalizer and to eventually take the lead. So in the 30th minute, I took matters into my own hands. I made a run, and it ended up in me scoring a goal. I have definitely been more of a goal scorer than an actual creative playmaker, which has been kind of funny, but in most cases I still do prioritize getting my teammates goals and getting them into goal scoring opportunities rather than myself, although sometimes there are just some opportunities you just cannot turn down. Those opportunities sometimes fall onto my feet and other times they do fall onto my teammates' feet, as you will see later on here as we do continue to knock on the door of Dortmund's defense. We keep trying to push. I give a cross to Diogo da Silva. This time he couldn't get it past the goalkeeper, but around the second time of asking, we were hoping for something better at the hour mark. Just from a free kick, I was able to get past my marker, gave it to Diogo da Silva, and man, this guy is just too good. Sometimes it feels like you can just give him the ball and he'll always find a way to score, no matter how you give it to him or where you give it to him. And a few moments after Diogo's goal, he does sub on Johansson, but this time I'm not the one being subbed off. It's gonna be Keegan Dube. This is likely an experiment from the coach. I think he's trying his hardest to make sure that both Johansson and I play at the same time because, to be honest, we're both some quality players. You can see us linking up here, which does present a bit of potential for the future if we can get used to each other a bit more. If we play with each other a bit more, I can definitely see us lighting up Liga 3. Maybe one day we could light up the Bundesliga as well. Although in this game you can only see a few sparks on how good we could actually be. We were not able to link up to get ourselves one more goal. I did try to give him that goal scoring opportunity near the end, but unfortunately he was not able to bag himself a goal. But it's still a good, pretty decent 2-1 victory. Nice little comeback mounted by Diogo da Silva and myself. And just when I thought that this amazing day, this amazing month couldn't get any better, this happened.
Good game. Hey, amigo, muy bien, eh? Now that's what I'm talking about. And now they want to talk to you.
And then right after that, I get the news that Diogo and I are going to be competing for the Player of the Month in August. And looking at our stats, we've both been doing really good. I've been doing good as well. I was hoping to win it, but unfortunately I did not get that to go my way. But it's still been a very surreal last couple of days, a very surreal ending to the month. And you can see on the table we're still undefeated. It's just wow, man, it's mind-blowing. I could have not wished for a much better way to start off my professional career. But yeah, from that, September rolled around, and September was definitely another opportunity for us to get back onto trying to contend for Player of the Month once more. Both Diogo and I told ourselves that yeah, we gotta contend for Player of the Month once again. So what better way to do that than to start off against Dresden by just, linking up, me getting the assist, him getting the goal, and taking the lead against them in the first 10 minutes of the game. And we didn't want to stop there. We kept the pressure going on. Sherlock was the man who got the ball there. This was a bit of an awkward attack. At first, I tried to give it to Keegan to score himself a goal, but in the end, I had to just redistribute the ball out wide. This one was not a good pass from me. We were able to win the ball back though because we get some good pressure, and eventually I went back into the box and it was just a simple one-touch finish from myself, and I get myself a goal as well now. And as soon as the whistle blew for the second half, Diogo and I had a goal in mind. We wanted to put the pressure on our opponents. Manu was able to win the ball back. I got it back. Diogo went on the run. I lofted the ball over the defense. Granted, it was a bad pass, but Diogo was able to take advantage of a mistake in the back and he was able to bag himself one more goal. Then in the 1 hour mark, I was doing my defensive duties. It was a bit awkward because I lost the ball at first, but I did get it back through the interception to start up this counter attack. It was a bit awkward for me to break into the attacking third, but I found a way, even though these defenders were marking me pretty tightly. Ended up making a run into the box like I'm doing a lot more often nowadays. And just when you think I was gonna chip the goalkeeper, I instead decide to be a lot more selfless, and I just give it to Keegan Dubit to get himself on the score sheet, and soon after he does get taken off for Johansson. I was a bit excited to see Johansson come on because I thought it would have been a good opportunity for us to link up and strengthen our chemistry, but as I say that, Diogo da Silva takes control of the situation once more and scores his third goal of the game to give himself the hat-trick. But in the 87th minute, I saw myself an opportunity to go for a banger. It was a volley outside the box, and honestly, it was looking promising, but then it didn't go so well. We still ended up winning the game, but who knows? Maybe if I do practice that shot, maybe one day I can score an absolute worldie. The atmosphere in the locker room is amazing. We're all super happy. We're super psyched about this run of form. And honestly, the question posed is, who's gonna stop us? Who can stop us? Because at this point, 6 games, 6 wins, it seems like we're definitely an unstoppable force right now. So then moving on, we look into the calendar once more. I did decide to simulate these next 2 games. I simulated against Waldorf. We won that one 2-1. We were dominant in this game. I simulated against Oldenburg as well. And once more, we were the dominant figure in this game, getting 7 shots. And with that 4-1, we were now on top of the table. 8 wins, 24 points. And once again, Diogo and I were going to be nominated for the September Player of the Month. It was now October, it's now my birth month. My birthday would be on the Wednesday, but before we get there, we had to go through Duisburg. But before we continue, a word from today's sponsor. Yeah, just kidding boys, I ain't got a sponsor for today's video. Channel is a bit too small for any sponsor to care about me. But if you're new here or you haven't subscribed yet, then feel free to do so. It would be a massive help to the channel. Plus, you get to see more videos like this one. And if you're already subscribed or if you want to support me further, you can donate by joining my Patreon. Link in the description. But anyways, back to the video. But before we get there, we had to go through Duisburg. And honestly, I didn't think it was going to be too much of a hassle. In fact, we all didn't think it was going to be anything that we couldn't handle. These guys were on the lower end of the table. We're on a winning streak. They're on a bad run of form. So this should have been 3 points for us. This should be an easy 3 points for us, or so we thought. But then yeah, it seemed like we were all letting our foot off the gas pedal. We were letting go of so many easy opportunities. Of course, I was able to score a goal. We did end up scoring the first goal of this game, but those first 10 minutes were definitely a rocky few 10 minutes. But then in the 30th minute, just when you think that we're going to be buzzing, coasting to a win, they end up equalizing. Now, we've conceded tons of equalizers in the past, and we've always been able to, move past them and score more goals to basically act like it didn't exist. But this one felt kind of different. Like, I felt kind of weird about this, and I had a bad feeling about this game. The team was just not giving it their all. I noticed the energy was just kind of off, and we got punished for it again. As just before halftime, they were sent through, then we let them through, and boom, just like that, just before halftime, we're losing 2-1. And I'll be honest, heading into that locker room, I was not happy at all. Frustration was definitely clouding my mind, to be honest. I felt that the defense was definitely letting us down here. They were a bit too complacent for my liking, and we weren't getting enough from the midfield. And eventually, heading straight into halftime, just when we had that team talk, just when I tried to rally the boys, or at least when Diogo tried to rally the boys, we concede again. And I'll be honest, my performance was definitely not my best. I felt like the anger got the better of me, but I was able to focus when it counted in this instance, giving us a lifeline. But then the coach takes me off. Now, I'll be honest, I'll be accountable. I was doing some terrible stuff, making some horrible decisions on that field, but I felt like I would have been able to compose myself for the last 10 minutes, and maybe if I stayed on, we wouldn't have lost our perfect streak. Heck, we wouldn't even lost our undefeated streak, but no, the coach just subbed me off, and yeah, that's it. Nothing else happened. Our attack was terrible, and heading into the locker room, I was definitely not happy. Didn't look him in the eye, honestly. If anything, I think I was one of the first few people to head into the showers because, yeah, my mind just was not in the right place. I knew if I spoke to someone, I was gonna do something that I was gonna regret.